WWE. Now you may have seen rather the tweet from the King of Fighters All Star channel account, which showed this trailer yesterday, and I was like, we're all a bit confused. So you know, you obviously got your wrestlers there.
Get ready for the main event. The King of Fighters All Star is getting the king of all updates. We considered all the options from remastered graphics to hot new game modes.
Stuck at home with nothing else to do? The King of Pillow Fighters All Star. Play on your mobile devices. Intense pillow fighting action.
But at the end of the day, we went for something a little more raw. We're putting everything we've got on the table and then breaking that table in the biggest event in King of Fighters All Star history. Be there!
Yeah, so we saw that and we were like, what? Pillow fighting? What? Hey, it's Dragoon, Miguel, and dude from Middle East, I think, or something. And Idrez, hey, David Lowy. So it was really weird, right? And like, we're like, hold on a minute, what are they talking about? Pillow fighting, main event, and all this. And I was like, what's going on with the old graphics and stuff? These guys had a lot of time to work on this, right? And then you see the pillow fighting, you thought, okay, this is a joke. This is some sort of joke, right? And then you see Chrysalid and you think, wait, that looks quite legit. Chrysalid's got proper speed with the pillow. You're like, okay, all right, that's fine. And then you see, where is it? Yeah, you see, of course, Angel doing it. And then you see Raw, and you look, and you're like, hey, that logo looks kind of familiar. I mean, they're not. No, these guys are joking, right? Raw, and Angel's laying the smacketh down. You're like, okay. Nah, but we had a good chat about it on stream, and everyone was like, yeah, you know, it's going to be really like weird, but it could work. It could work. And if you've seen all the arcade games of WWE, you know that, like, you know, people can throw fireballs and do acrobatics and lift up buildings. This is what we were saying yesterday, and it's like, whoa, man. But we're like, nah, it's not going to happen, right? And then they post it, and then they said, yeah, actually, we're doing it, the collab, and that it's happening. We're like, what? Okay, all right, fine. So Cesaro and Kofi Kingston, you mean like Xavier Woods, probably promoting KOF All Stars? That's not a surprise to me, and I'm glad that they're doing that. That's really awesome. And hey, Q McKay, how you doing? And thank you for the sub or thing or like or something. Gordon Ramsay as fighter. Yeah, we'll get to that later, right? But yeah, we're just going to talk about now, like, I guess we can talk officially about what's going to happen next. So, of course, with a collaboration, we normally have like, well, it's going to be like, you normally have like about 6 fighters really in a collaboration. It could be more. But here some picks I think we're probably going to see, and I think we'll talk about also the problem. So you guys tell me, you chip in with who you think as well and what you think about these guys, right? Yeah, exactly, right? Austin Creed, of course, great choice. But will we see him in the game? That's a hell of a question, because I think the thing is with you know, the whole WWE product thing is that I think that they with a lot of their games, they kind of just push the legends, and it's really weird because those legends don't really wrestle anymore. And I've already forgotten to add one character to this lineup, but here are my, like, well, here's the kind of obvious choices really. So you might recognize this guy, but I think he's a dead pick, a dead cert for this collaboration. And you know, he doesn't really make much appearances these days, but when he does, it's pretty awesome. And I think this character kind of transcends the whole generation, you know, history banner, and I'm not, you know, to be honest, I'm not really sure if he's like popular in the East. And I think that's one of the things that WWE is trying to do with this collaboration. They want to push their product more globally, especially more towards the East, where they've got more competition. I mean, let's face it, right? You've got AEW and TNA, okay, and then a whole load of little things, right? Independent scene that's trying really hard, and then in the East, it's a completely different ball game. So one way to spread their names and their brand is to go into video games like this, and then the people get to know the characters. But the problem with that is that you get to know the legends and then you don't really see them wrestle, and we're gonna have another look at that. But I think, yeah, Deadly Rave Neo, the Ultimate Warrior, another guy. Again, it's like, okay, you put Ultimate Warrior, you put Hogan, and it's like, okay, but when do you see them wrestle? At least, I mean, okay, maybe Undertaker. I don't know, man. Undertaker looks like he was about to retire or retired, and then it looked like he was about to croak, to be absolutely honest with you. And then he came back, and like last year, he looked pretty awesome for that age. He looks really good. I don't know what happened, but he looks really good. So maybe we will see him at least once a year. But for the new wrestlers and stuff, I'm like, this doesn't really help them. You imagine, like, you come in and, you see Stone Cold, right? And he's busting people up. And then you turn on WWE, you go, okay, so where's Stone Cold? And I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this is the Gintama replacement. I still don't even know if Gintama's actually going to make it, but that's a collaboration in itself. But yeah, we know Vin. Yeah, rest in peace, Warrior, right? And then we got like guys like this, and I'm like, I mean, recent news is like saying that that there's some iffy stuff going on right now with Roman Reigns, and you might think that Roman Reigns is actually more popular with the ladies, but regardless, he's popular overall. But if they want to push like wrestlers like this, like the new wrestlers, they have to put them in the game. But with a roster of about 6, you just I don't know, man. What do you guys think? But I don't think it's going to fit. But personally, I'm like, I'll go with the Legends really, and a couple of new ones. But Roman Reigns is not my type of thing, right? Then we've got Cena. Oh, sorry, you mean it's a totally blank screen? Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, this guy and The Rock, they're already like gone to Hollywood, like occasionally make an appearance, but like, and you remember what happened with The Fiend, okay? And The Fiend, I didn't even put a picture of The Fiend. That's a character I think that would do really well in the game. And speaking of characters that should do well regardless, I'm totally not biased, but Asuka or Kana, if you remember, that would be absolutely awesome, right? But that's it, exactly, right? Exactly right, Vo, because that's the problem with putting these characters in the game. You can put like the legends for the older generation of people who used to watch wrestling, and now it's like, who are these people? Who are these people? I don't know. I don't care. I want to play with Hulk Hogan. So good luck to them picking their roster, but I think Asuka's just great. Regardless, it doesn't matter. Just put her in. But yeah, and then we've got, of course, this guy. Notice the guy on the shoulders as well, arguably legendary as well. But I think you kind of need to have like at least Brock, regardless. Making a bit of a splash, yeah. Nothing else to say really, but there's so many wrestlers over the years, and maybe even like the newer generation, maybe they don't know Brock as well. I don't know, but Brock, Goldberg, CM Punk, and yeah, I was about to say Triple H. It's like, do you guys like Triple H? Shawn Michaels, Triple H, did Generation X? I'm like, I wasn't really much of a fan, to be honest. Generation X, yeah, they were kind of funny, but I didn't really like them. But I'm like, what now? I mean, do you put, and another thing about putting in these characters is you put them when they were legend, not like now looking kind of old and really tired and kind of sagging. You put them when they were looking their best. And that, you know, again, is like a bit weird if you put them next to a newer character like some of the, like, you know, Braun or somebody like that. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, you know, I'm kind of expecting Triple H to be in there just because he's Triple H and he's the boss's son-in-law. So, you know, whatever. And then, of course, we have the great one. What else? What am I supposed to say, man? That's it. Make Vince McMahon playable. That would be super purple, right? Purple tier. Rainbow tier. And yeah. That's a good point, Rovokers, right? What we're... some of us are kind of thinking about, I've got to find that tweet again. The gender bender WWE characters. It's not going to happen, right? But I saw a tweet earlier about the gender bender Roman Reigns. I was like, not bad. I was like, hey, that's good. And yeah, wondering, right? Ric Flair. Speaking of Ric Flair, right? So WWE has, like, obviously got other projects going on, and they've got a new game coming out with 2K, and it's called Battlegrounds. And if you're wondering about, like, how the characters are going to look, or how they're going to move, or what they're going to do in All Stars, this might give you an idea. Yes, exactly. They might have crocodiles as strikers. Yeah. And they might, you know, suddenly go on to fire like this and pound each other with, and do slightly obvious DPs. And yeah, and power up a lot and turn green. So yeah, it's stuff like that. Don't be surprised when your favorite wrestler in All Star suddenly, like, can cast electric and send out fireballs from their hands and raise the dead maybe as well. It's going to be absolutely nice. And I'm sure, as Nando's saying, Antonov is just going to be sitting around going, well, this is nice, but I am the first KOF champion, so what's going on, man? But yeah. Basically, I think we're all on the same page. If we see Undertaker as a purple, that's it. That's it. We know where the rubies are going to Undertaker. That's it. It's done. Brock, yeah, you know, Brock, but Undertaker, you know, you don't really mess with the old school, because I think that's the generation who's playing. But that's it. I don't have the data of who's playing this game, and as I said, I think WWE want to really go over to the East, and I think they want to spread their base there. So you've got a whole load of new wrestlers, and I'm sure, like, anyone who's, like, new to this stuff, I mean, anyone who's, like, old school probably recognize none of these people, but these are the guys at the same time they need to push, because, as I said, if you turn on the game and you like one of these characters, then really you should be turning on WWE and seeing these people actually still wrestling. So, you know, you got Braun, you got Drew, you got The Man, you got Bailey, you got Andrade, sorry Sammy, and of course you've got New Day over there, and Xavier Woods probably working quite hard probably to promote the game as well. So it's just like all these characters that pretty much, yeah, you know, Charlotte Flair, at least she's in Battlegrounds, and again with the champs, with the legends, you're like, okay, cool. So, you know, yeah, female wise, it's like, I mean, there are some legendary women like, you know, Trish Stratus, but it's going to be tough, man. It's going to be tough. So it's going to be a hard choice, I think, for King of Fighters All Stars to kind of pick who to put into this game. But I mean, well, hey, you know, you've got AJ Styles, and you've got a lot of characters that have just been released as well because of the whole COVID thing. It's not a good situation for anyone, right? But you know, the characters that are still there, they gotta push them. So it's, you know, it would be good for them to be in the game, but you know, at the same time, then you have the problem of who's that. So like I said, hard choices to be made. And talking about the WWE, well, yeah, the KOF fans who actually maybe are interested in WWE. Let's have a look at what they think so far. So I asked them on Twitter. If they don't have Brock doing God Press, I'm not rolling. Yeah. Oh, jeez, man. Yeah. So I asked the fans what they thought, and as you can see, we've got a clear 16.4% who approve and think it's awesome. Oops. Whereas you have 34% that are like, no, I'm not interested in this. I don't like this. And then you've got a 35% that are kind of like, well, it depends on the roster. And this, of course, I think is a very, very obvious point. Like, we're all talking about Undertaker right now. That's us. We're not everyone, right? But, you know, if you've got Undertaker, I think everything's going to be fine. But then I'm like, well, but where's Asuka? I'm not, you know, rolling if I don't see Asuka, right? And then maybe some people want to see, you know, Triple H or CM Punk or Chris Benoit or, you know, what their favorite wrestler, and that's going to be pretty hard to please everyone. You could put Hulk Hogan, maybe again that would be good. But again, you know, all the problems that I mentioned before make it quite difficult. And then 14.5% real fans just for D-Generation X. I don't even like them, but I just like doing that pose. That was hysterical. Right. So yeah, so it's funny, right? But a 30% chunk that do not like this collaboration, that's significant, right? Whatever happens with the rest, wishy-washy and not sure and blah, blah, blah. 34% is a good chunk of people are like not really interested in this. And again, it kind of shows how this collaboration is good for WWE, not necessarily good for King of Fighters fans. Because, as I said, it's really about, it's not a two-way thing, right? It's spreading the brand of WWE. It doesn't help KOF. The only thing it helps with KOF is getting cash, getting some money, right? But people playing King of Fighters All Star, we're playing it for KOF. We're not really playing it for WWE. I'm happy with it. I don't mind. I really want to see Shawn Michaels and then repeatedly kick his head in and grind to get whatever capsules I need or whatever. That's cool. But imagine you have to do. Imagine if like Andre the Giant is like one of the quests and the super quests that you have to like get in with your little free teams to take him out. That would be crazy, man. Or the Great Khali or something like that. But yeah. So Striker, let me ask you, how does it help KOF get exposure? Oh, New World Order. How could I forget? Of course, you know what I mean. You can get those three in there: Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, and then of course the skins come out later. You're like, oh NWO! Oh my god! It'd be so good, man. No, man, I'm gonna sweet chin music that guy off a cliff, mate. Oh jeez. But yeah. 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 Okay, from the wrestling fans. Okay, I see what you mean. So basically, if wrestling fans pick up King of Fighters All-Star, then they get interested in KOF. Yeah, I don't really see that happening. Why would you pick up a collaboration game when you could just pick up whatever 2K Battlegrounds or 2K19 or 2K20 or 2K18 or 2K, when it's all wrestling? You know, that's a real two-way thing. I think that really works. If you have King of Fighters characters then appearing in the next, 2K20 game, all right, that works. It's the same thing with SNK versus Capcom. It's a two-way thing. It's got to work both ways. Otherwise, no, man, you just put Coca-Cola in your game, then everybody likes Coca-Cola. You don't see KOF characters on the Coca-Cola can, then it's not helping them. Too sweet. That's right. Ah, jeez. But yeah, so yeah, it's I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know what's gonna happen, but all I can say is I'm happy. I'm happy there's a collaboration. I'm happy that money is going towards Netmarble and SNK, and I hope that money somehow goes towards King of Fighters 15. And I think that's the thing we need to focus on, right? More money, more work for KOF 15. Everything is cool, right? You have your collaboration. You have your overpowered Undertaker who can beat Orochi and just choke slam Orochi. You imagine, right? Choke slamming Orochi and just making him rest in peace. Hey, Kyo, Iori, Chizuru, don't worry, I've got this. It's just like, okay, fine. Okay, fine, yeah. 3 sacred treasures. We didn't need that. We didn't need that. We just need a tombstone. Pow! That's it. Over. So that's it, man. I think that's pretty much all I've wanted to say about this collaboration, man. Seriously, it's like, yeah, that's it. It's a good thing. It can only lead to more collaborations. And yeah, hopefully not seeing your favorite characters get wrecked by Ronald McDonald or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I hope you're all looking forward to it. Fist of the North Star, man. that's and it JoJo's, yeah. That's the kind of stuff we're looking forward to. I think that's going to be awesome. But that's it. I'm done, man. Can't imagine the money that's exchanged hands. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to keep us busy. We've already got loads and loads of things to do already. So I'm like, whoa, this as well? Okay. So yeah, that's it, man. That's it. That literally just came on for half an hour to have a rant about this. Stop! Stop! So that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little chat. That's as far as we're going on this, right? So yeah, I will catch up with you guys probably on tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, for a proper stream. And then we'll continue with the PvP and all that friendly 1v1. Where's Springtrap? Bring me Springtrap! We'll get revenge. So see you tomorrow, guys. I'm out. I'm out of here. I'm going to go home, do some grinding. Go home. I am home. Stay safe. Stay cool. We'll see you guys next time. All right. Peace. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding.